is. The old people don't need to be getting cold. Oh, hell, Michelle and all, she know by now, though. She know by now. And she gonna freak out with you. I hit this camera. They think I'm messing with the office. I ain't messing with Jack. Which vehicle you in?
This my car.
The red one.
With all these bumper stickers.
Okay, let's read them. Let's see. Bathe is not a family. Oh, hatred is not a family value. A comedy radio, Obama. Why do young people have to write on their vehicle? Because see, actually with me, you make your 3 quotas. You make your female quota, you make your handicap quota, and you make your black quota. So who wouldn't want somebody special as me? When I was small, you started school at 5, mandatory. And they would send you to what is called daycare now. It used to be called kindergarten. And it was at churches, you know. And so my parents wanted to make sure I was ready. So we spent the whole weekend psyching me for kindergarten. And I spent the whole weekend with my little crayons. I mean, I was ready. I walked up into that daycare, and it was like, whoa. Every kid in there knew I was different, and I knew that moment something was wrong, but I just didn't know what I had done. It hurt so badly, having to stay all day, and the teachers didn't deal with it correctly either, because then, again, I'm the only kid in an all-black situation that looks like me. And I think back on it now, and I see children starting school or preschool, and now they look at things like hearing problems, visual problems, whatever, which they didn't do when I was in school, and it went detected, so long undetected. Because again, I act normal, look normal, and I pride myself in being well groomed. And you the one wanted to come outside, I'm going up the steps. I done failed too many times and got hurt over here. But now you notice how my coat match my pants.
Yeah, your coat, everything.
Yeah, I ain't gonna wear nothing don't match, not me. And see, now the hat sets it off.
The hat does set it off.
Yeah, because it's gray, and gray go with purple. That was one day that changed my whole life. And when you wake up and realize that you're different, I don't care what nobody tells you, I don't care what society tells you, I don't care what a doctor tells you. Your gut feeling is going to tell you you're different, and you have to be what you're going to be. Whether that's black, white, gay, straight, whatever. It's something about that gut feeling from that hurt that will make you realize it. And the day that I painted myself with black shoe polish, in fact, my sister helped me. We painted me really, really good. And about 3 minutes later, because my skin is so sensitive, I broke out in this rash. And boy, was I in trouble. And I got a good bath for it. Then I got a good whipping for it. But then that's the night I decided, you know, I am different. I don't know why. But I accepted being different, and I decided, you know, I'm going to be good at being me. And I've been that way all my life. And because I had a teacher supporting me 150%, because she knew I had a disability that this lady didn't get, she took that out on me. It's the fact that a white teacher would get in your face and say, no, something has to be done a little bit differently. This is the teacher that got me tested VOHEB rehabilitation that thought I was retarded. If home is where the heart is, I guess this is my heart, because I've been here almost 18 years. I'm currently trying to get up out of Asheville, period, so I can go to a place where I think when I moved here, I didn't know nobody, and now I know everybody, so I think my chances of surviving somewhere else will be just as good as they was here, because this was different for me when I first came here. And again, you got to remember, I had to learn a new world and a new way to see everything in the world, but so far, I've done a good job. I'm sort of proud of myself. And this is my castle. I have no hassle. I won't take any hassle in this old castle. But anyway, I've spent quite a few years, days, and hours sitting on this porch just staring out, creating poetry, thinking of the future and creating dreams and thinking about the world. And if you can look at this from where I'm looking at it now, it'll teach you that environmentally we're destroying the earth. Personally, we're cutting up everything. And you wonder why the animals, mainly the bears, have to come down out of the woods, because they can no longer hibernate in the winter. They got to get out here and go through the drama too. If you don't love you, nobody else can believe in you. And you got to believe in yourself. And I am one of those people that do like me. And I guess I'll sound a little strange at this point, but no. It comes from pain, heartache, and hardship. It comes from looking at somebody else's pain and saying, you know, my life is not so bad.